She was alone and struggling at the community clinic until the NFL star lied, "I'm broke." Her free therapy exposed his $38 million secret. Elena Santos wasn't supposed to be at the clinic that late. The East Side Community Rehab Center closed at 6 p.m., but her last patient canceled, and she'd stayed to catch up on paperwork, anything to avoid going home to the pile of medical bills stacking up on her kitchen table. At 27, she'd been a physical therapist for 4 years, long enough to know that most people saw her clinic as the discount option. No fancy equipment, no celebrity clients, no $400 an hour sports medicine specialists, just basic care for people who couldn't afford anything else. 18 months ago, her life made sense. She had a steady income, a small apartment, a father who was her biggest supporter. She had. Because 18 months ago, her father died from cancer, leaving Elena with $180,000 in medical debt she'd co-signed for. Experimental treatments the insurance company decided weren't medically necessary. Now she paid $2,100 a month on a $58,000 salary while caring for Lola, her 72-year-old grandmother with dementia who lived in Elena's apartment, hospital bed, taking up the entire living room. Elena's plan was simple: work, pay bills, care for Lola, repeat. No dating, no luxuries, no future beyond survival. When the man walked through the door at 6:15 p.m., limping slightly and wearing a plain gray hoodie, Elena almost sent him away. But something in his voice, genuine, a little desperate, made her pause. "I know you're closing," he said, "but I pulled something at practice and I really can't afford those sports medicine places downtown." Elena had heard this story 100 times before. Athletes stretching every dollar, no insurance, hoping one injury wouldn't destroy their dream. "Come on back," she said, holding the door open. "We'll figure something out." The lie began with his very first words. "Before the story begins, give us a, like if you enjoy emotional sports romance stories. And don't forget to leave your rating from 0 to 10 in the comments at the end. Enjoy the story, everyone." The treatment room smelled like antiseptic and lavender. Jace lay face down on the table, his plain gray hoodie draped over a chair, bare torso revealing the kind of athletic build that didn't come from casual workouts. Elena kept her touch professional as she assessed his left hamstring, fingers pressing into the tight muscle. "How'd this happen?" she asked. "Practice. Running drills. Felt it pop." Her hands worked methodically. Trigger points, ice, stretching protocol. "Which team?" "Seattle Storm." He paused just long enough. "Third string. Practice squad. Might not make the roster." Something in his voice made Elena look up. She recognized that fear. "I know that pressure. My dad always said don't give up on dreams." Jace shifted slightly. "You work this late a lot?" "Someone has to. Bills don't pay themselves." 45 minutes later, at the checkout desk, Maya's voice carried through the empty lobby. "That'll be $95 for the initial eval." Jace's hesitation was perfectly calibrated. "Can I pay next time? Paycheck doesn't hit till Friday." Elena appeared from the hallway. "First session is complimentary, for athletes pushing through." Walking to his car, a borrowed Honda, not the Range Rover in his garage, Jace felt something unfamiliar settle in his chest. Guilt. She was giving charity to a man making $12 million a year. Inside, Elena watched him leave. "He reminds me of the players Dad used to help." Maya studied the retreating figure. "Something about him seems polished." 4 sessions over 2 weeks. The hamstring healed, but Jace kept coming. Conversations deepened between sets. Elena talking about Lola's diagnosis, the wandering episodes, the weight of being someone's entire world. Jace shared carefully crafted lies about practice squad uncertainty, roster cuts, the terror of almost making it. During session 4, his hands lingered slightly longer than necessary when she demonstrated a stretch. "I might have to stop coming," he said quietly. "Can't keep affording it." Elena didn't hesitate. "Friends and family rate. It's free." "I can't accept. You need to heal to keep playing. I remember what it's like to sacrifice everything for a goal." Sitting in his borrowed Honda afterward, Jace stared at his hands. $12 million a year. Accepting charity. Maya cornered Elena the next morning. "You can't afford free sessions. You have Lola's care. Your debt. He's trying to make his dream work. Dad would have done the same." Sunday night, Elena made dinner while Lola watched football in the living room. The announcer's voice carried into the kitchen. "Number 52, linebacker Jace Harper with the tackle." "Elena," Lola called excitedly. "That's your player. The one you treat." Elena appeared in the doorway, saw the Storm uniform, the number. "Lola, that's not him. He's third string. That's a starter." "I saw him. Same face. Number 52. Elena gently changed the channel. "You're confused, Abuela. Let's watch the cooking show." Lola muttered to the empty room. "I'm not confused. I know what I saw." Elena's phone rang mid-session and the caregiver's panicked voice made her blood run cold. "I have to go." Lola wandered off. Jace was already grabbing his hoodie. "I'll help you look." "You don't have to." "I want to." They found her 3 blocks away, picking flowers in a neighbor's garden, perfectly content. When Lola saw them, her eyes cleared with one of those rare, lucid moments. "Who's this handsome man?" "I'm Jace, friend of Elena's." Lola studied him, then turned to Elena with complete certainty. "This one's good. Keep him." Back at the apartment, Jace took in the reality Elena lived. The hospital bed dominating the living room, medication organizers covering the counter. The modest space stretched to its absolute limit. He made tea without being asked, washed dishes like he'd done it 100 times. "Most guys run when they see this," Elena said quietly. "This doesn't scare me. It should. It only gets harder." Lola looked up from her chair. "You're on TV. I've seen you." Jace froze, but her attention drifted before Elena could respond. "She thinks everyone's on TV lately. Dementia." At the door, their first kiss was soft, careful, testing. Driving to his penthouse afterward, the contrast was unbearable. Lying in bed, Jace stared at the ceiling, thinking one thought on repeat. She gives me free therapy while drowning in debt I could pay instantly. Saturday morning, Ruby's AYO soccer game. Jace had invited Elena casually like it meant nothing. She pushed Lola's wheelchair to the sidelines, both wearing jeans and sweatshirts, a different world from the polished parents scattered across the field. Ruby, 7 with wild curly hair, played midfield with pure joy. Jace transformed into someone Elena had never seen, cheering, coaching from the sideline, completely present as a father. Then Brittany arrived. Tall, polished, designer athleisure and oversized sunglasses. Her new husband Richard walked beside her, tech executive confidence radiating with every step. Jace. Brittany's smile was knife sharp. And this must be Elena. Friend. Brittany's eyes cataloged everything. Thrift store clothes, elderly woman in wheelchair. This clearly wasn't Jace's usual crowd. Richard squinted. "You're the linebacker, right? Pro Bowl last year." Jace tensed. Elena laughed. "He wishes. Third string. Practice squad." "Oh, sorry, I thought you were." "Common mistake," Jace cut in smoothly. "Lots of guys my size." Brittany's knowing look said she saw exactly what he was doing. Later, ice cream with Ruby teaching Elena Spanish words, Lola asking Jace directly, "Are you good to her?" His phone buzzed. Brittany's text, "Who is she and why are you lying to her?" Jace ignored it, watching this makeshift family form around lies he couldn't untell. The shoulder complaint was fabricated. Jace's hamstring had healed weeks ago. But Elena didn't question it. Her hands worked the muscle while they talked about nothing. Everything. "Maya's birthday dinner is Friday," Elena mentioned casually. "I can't make it." "Why not?" "Can't afford it right now. Tight month." Jace kept his voice carefully neutral. "I thought PTs made decent money." Something in her posture shifted. The professional walls came down. "My dad got cancer 2 years ago. Experimental treatments. I co-signed the loans thinking insurance would cover more." Her hands stilled on his shoulder. "He died. I inherited $180,000 in debt. $2,100 a month. I'm drowning, and there's no end in sight." Her voice dropped to almost a whisper. "Sometimes I wonder if I'll ever have a life that isn't just survival." Jace lay there, knowing he could write that check in 5 minutes. She was giving him free therapy, $760 a month in charity, while drowning in debt he could erase with a phone call. In the parking lot afterward, he sat in his Range Rover, the one she'd never see, head in his hands. He texted Brittany, "You're right. I'm gonna hurt her, but I don't know how to stop." Her reply came instantly. "Tell her the truth before she finds out. It's the only way." He couldn't. Too deep. Too scared. Too in love. Date night at Jace's apartment, a friend's place he borrowed for the disguise. They cooked together, Elena laughing when he pretended to struggle with pasta, not knowing he actually had a private chef. For the first time in months, she looked relaxed, not worried about money, not worried about Lola. Just present. Movie on the couch, comfortable domesticity until his phone rang. I should take this. Work stuff. Jace went to the bedroom. Elena stayed on the couch, but the door didn't close completely and voices carried. "Jace, the storm wants to extend. 15 million guaranteed over 3 years. Her blood went cold. Let's wait till after season. Want to prove Pro Bowl wasn't a fluke. How's your situation with the girl?" "Good. Really good. She doesn't know yet." "You're playing a dangerous game, man." "I know. But it's working. First time I found someone genuine. Once I'm sure, I'll tell her. Few more weeks of testing." A pause. "She gives me free therapy. Thinks I'm third string. The irony is perfect. Proves she's different." Elena stood in the doorway, face drained of color. Jace turned, saw her. "Elena, I need to go. Lola needs me." "Wait, let me explain." "There's nothing to explain. I heard everything." She grabbed her coat and left, and Jace stood in that borrowed apartment, realizing she'd heard the worst possible version of the truth. Elena arrived exactly on time for the next session. "How's the shoulder?" "Clinical. Professional." She treated him in complete silence. "Elena, about what you heard, we're not discussing personal matters during treatment. Patient-therapist boundaries." Her hands worked methodically. No warmth. "You're my patient." I shouldn't have blurred those lines. It was unprofessional. "Is that what you really think? That this is just professional? This is what it needs to be?" When the session ended, she met his eyes for the first time. "That'll be $95. Jace stared. "You're charging me? You're a patient. Patients pay. Or did you want to keep accepting charity?" He paid and left. Maya found Elena in the back office. "What happened?" "Found out he's not who he said he was. 3 days of this. Professional only. No eye contact beyond necessary. In the Storm locker room, Devin cornered Jace. Saw you coming out of that community clinic in your broke guy disguise. What are you talking about? Don't play dumb. I know you've been catfishing some therapist, testing if she likes you for you. Devin, stay out of it. Here's the thing. I'm competing for a Pro Bowl spot. Your little scandal? That's leverage. Tell me why I shouldn't leak this to ESPN. Because you're better than that. Devin smiled. Am I? We'll see. Everything was crumbling. 11 calls, all voicemail, texts. Please, I need to explain. Meet me at Alki Beach, 2 p.m. Sunday. 3 days of silence. Then, fine, 2 p.m. This doesn't mean forgiveness. Jace waited on a bench overlooking Puget Sound. Elena appeared in scrubs just off shift. You wanted to talk. Talk. I'm not third string. I'm starting linebacker. Pro Bowl. $38 million contract. Her face went blank. Prove it. He showed her his phone. News articles, contract details, Pro Bowl photos. She pulled out her own phone, typed his name. Images flooded the screen. Number 52 jersey. Magazine covers. Storm's $38 million man. This is you. He explained it all. Brittany, the money marriage, 14 months of testing women. Elena's voice shook. I gave you free therapy. $95 a session. That's rent money. Lola's medication. Her eyes blazed. You made $12 million this year and I gave you charity. I fell in love with you. Real love. That's why I'm telling you now. You don't test people you love. You trust them. We're done. She walked away. Jace watched her go. His phone buzzed. Devin. Sports Illustrated calling tomorrow. Your catfish story. Unless you start me over Williams, your choice. Everything collapsed at once. 5 days. 11 voicemails. Maya blocking him at the clinic. She doesn't want to see you. Jace sitting in his car outside Elena's apartment, never knocking. Brittany's call cut through. Show up anyway. Isn't that what you told her? You're not everyone. Ruby's voice in the background. Daddy, if you messed up, say sorry better. Sunday morning, day 5. His doorbell rang. Elena stood there. So this is where you live. She walked through the penthouse. Floor-to-ceiling windows, Puget Sound stretching to the horizon. The contrast with her apartment was unbearable. But she faced it. Lola was right. She saw you on TV. I told her she was confused. I'm sorry. Do you love me? Yes, completely. You hurt me. I don't know if I can trust you. Her voice cracked. But I want to try. Elena told the clinic everything before Devin. His leverage evaporated.
Everyone to Lumen Field for Sunday Night Football. Get ready for kickoff.
Wow, look at the lights. We're finally here. Come on, let's go.
Eso es. Hola a todas. Bienvenidas. Gracias, es un placer.
What a hit! Harper brings him down hard. The stadium is absolutely electric right now.
Jace intercepted the pass. 69,000 fans on their feet. He looked up, touched his heart, pointed to the family section where Elena, Ruby, and Lola wore his jersey. The Jumbotron caught it. Harper to his fiancée, PT Elena Santos. What did you think of Jace's test? Was he justified or did he cross a line? Could you forgive someone who accepted charity while hiding millions? Leave your thoughts in the comments and rate this story from 0 to 10. Don't forget to subscribe for more emotional stories about love, trust, and second chances. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next story.